Oh, my friends, I've got a good one for you today. What happens when you disappear on the narcissist? What are they going to be thinking? What's coming up for them? Why are they doing the things that they do? And is their silence something you should be afraid of? Maybe you've had enough of their toxic behavior and you have left. Rightly so. Or maybe you're just pulling back. Maybe you're just like, I've had enough. What are they going to be thinking? What's going on for them? Today, my friends, this is what we are looking at. Hello, my friends, and welcome back. I hope that you're all doing really well. So what happens when you disappear on a narcissist? From their emotional reaction to their manipulation tactics, they are going to try and reel you in for sure. But how does it even get to that point? I'll be explaining the psychology behind this. Okay, my friends, so the first thing that you need to realize is the loss of control. When you have someone like AKA the narcissist who is all about control, all about being able to control the outcome, knowing what's going to happen next. This is going to be a big blow for them, my friends. They are really not going to like this. And I know that's an understatement, but actually this is going to knock them for six. Now, I know a lot of you are not doing this to play games with them. Of course you're not, but I know that you have left, you've had enough. And so the narcissist is going to actually reject this, meaning that if you look at a person, if you look at the narcissist, they are someone who thrives on control. This comes from very early childhood experiences, but also fear of rejection and fear of abandonment. Those are the two core triggers of a narcissist. This is why it results in these behaviors. So they are going that when they have not got control, this is something that really is something so important to them. To be able to control the narrative, to be able to control the situation, the behavior. When a narcissist doesn't have this, this is where they sink back into those behaviors. Now, of course, they're not going to be showing you this, but this is what happens. They sink back into fear of rejection and fear of abandonment. All of their core wounds are coming up. They are rising to the surface and they don't know how to handle them because this is why it's all exposed. They are open. This is why a narcissist doesn't ever want to be open with you. They don't want to tell you or share with you how they are feeling. Not that they have the awareness of it, but they're never going to do that. When they lose control, this is all about power. So they have lost power in this relationship because they believe that interaction between two people is all about power and one-upmanship. So if they are doing better, if they're doing good, then this is exactly what they want. This is exactly when they thrive. Now, you have gone, they've lost. This is where they don't have power. They don't have the confidence. This is only short-lived, my friends, okay? It's not going to last forever. Without control, a narcissist feels vulnerable. They feel insignificant and they feel abandoned. Again, these are all core wounds, core triggers that the narcissist cannot handle. So it sends them right back to their childhood. You know, that childhood that they're trying to hide from everybody? And they realize that they no longer have any influence over you because remember, they also thrive on the way that you make them feel. It's about you putting in the effort. It's about you giving. So when you're not doing that, they're not able to sustain it. They're not able to get that validation from you. So ultimately, this is a blow. It's like what I said earlier. They thrive on control. When they're not able to hold you and have you in the clasp of their hands, this is what's going on for them. The loss of validation. This is huge for them. And the feelings of rejection and abandonment will lead to humiliation for them. And then the behavior that results from this is rage. They get so angry. And the reason why is because they cannot control, they cannot sustain or manage their emotions. So they step into fear, which is all about rage. And this is about overt aggression where they lash out at you. So they are going to be very angry. They are going to be telling you, if you do communicate with them after you've disappeared and they're trying to hoover you back in, they're going to be telling you that everything is your fault. They're going to make sure that they make you believe that everything is your fault. And this is where you've got to remember that this is part of the manipulation. This is part of them trying to pull you back in to this dynamic, into this trap. But you have to see it for what it really is. And I know know that some of you might actually even feel sorry for them. You might actually feel like, oh, maybe I shouldn't have done that, or maybe there was a bit too harsh. The fact is that you have reached your threshold. You realize that this is it. You could not handle it anymore, so you've gone. So you need to understand that these feelings of guilt, of shame, this is where the narcissist will play that on you. They want you to feel this. They want you to feel sorry for them. They want you to see them as a victim so that you will take them back. This is going to be the first thing that they do. But remember, this is all about hoovering. This is all about trying to get you back in so that you can give them validation. So they're going to be sending you perhaps maybe messages out of the blue, like just something that is going to be unexpected, like, hey, how are you? I miss you. I miss us. Weren't we so great together? You're never going to find anyone like me. Something along those lines. So it's set to trigger you or upset you or get you to think about them so that your heart softens, you become open and let them back in. So remember that this is nothing more than manipulation. Do you think that they actually mean it? No, they don't mean any of it. Ultimately, okay, this person misses you. They're sad that you've gone. So why didn't they do their utmost to keep you and prevent this from happening? I understand we all make mistakes and there's things that we do that maybe upsets the other person. Sure enough, we say sorry and we move on and we learn from it. But when someone is continuously making those mistakes, that doesn't become a mistake then, does it? So when this happens, when this overt gestures of, I miss you, I want you, don't you miss us, we were great together. Well, how does that hold any meaning or any value? Because why did they do the things that they do in order to lose you in the first place? So it's not about that. What work have they actually done on themselves? Have they actually wanted to explore that and be open and understand their own, patterns of behavior? No, they haven't, my friends. So this is what you got to realize, that this is basically to serve them. They want you to just lower your guard and come right back. But when you do that, those of you who have done this, haven't you ever realized how awful they are? They might be nice for a little bit and then they punish you. Interestingly, all narcissists will respond with trying to hoover you back in these circumstances. Some might respond with a silent treatment. Again, this is a punishment, but it's also a manipulation. So if they remove all communication from you, they're going to think that what's going to happen for you is that you're going to be bothered by the fact that they are not speaking to you. So they kind of flip the tables, turn the tables, and want you to feel upset because you don't have them, making you feel ignored, unimportant, or just invisible. They want you to feel like you don't matter so that basically you come crawling back for their attention. Can you see how this is a game? None of it, okay, so you've disappeared on this person. None of it is about wanting to work this out. It's just more mind games. But then there's a darker side, my friends. There is a darker side to this. The fact that they can't have any influence or they can't seem to get you back. Do you know what they're going to do? They are going to smear you. So they're going to affect the way that other people see you. Okay, and this is done because this is all about revenge. This is all about getting back at you. They can't stand the fact that you have disappeared, gone no contact, you're not responding to any of their hoovering or their silent treatment. This is the next step. They're literally just going to smear your name into the ground. They want other people to not like you. They want other people to have these judgments about you, because when they do, it makes the narcissist feel more superior and more stronger. And this is how they try to reestablish control in this scenario. Beneath all of the reactions, beneath the rage, there is fear. Ultimately, there is fear underneath all of this. The narcissist can't stand the fact that you have abandoned and rejected them. Remember, right at the beginning of this video, I did talk about the narcissist core wounds, and these are the two core wounds that the narcissist will always act out of. These are where all their behaviors stem from. So whilst you're thinking that, oh, they're so nasty, they're so horrible, they're smearing my name, they're trying to hoover. But what is going on here is this is coming from deep fear of rejection and abandonment. They don't know how to handle this. So being able to get you back in and getting your attention means that they're not going to feel abandoned. They're not going to feel rejected. But what will happen is you have caused narcissistic injury. They're not going to let this just go. They are literally going to punish you for this. So then you got to think to yourself, what is the point of all of this? What is the point? Like, why would someone want to do this? Why would someone behave like this? And again, if you really look at it, this is all toxic behaviors. These are all mind games. This is all very immature. The fact that you have disappeared on them, the fact that you have left, I would say keep going forward, because there is nothing in the past. There's nothing back there for you to try and rekindle and reestablish. This person isn't about change. This isn't about a growth mindset in this relationship. This is more about getting their needs met. And what you have to remember is, are you an emotional slave to this person? No, you're not. So my friends, if any of these points have resonated with you, and perhaps maybe you want to explore them, please know that I do offer one-to-one consultations. Please see the description box below for more details. Guys, I really, really hope this video has helped, and I hope to see you in the next one. Goodbye.